Hi, you know me. I'm King Bullet. I do weird, crazy things. But more importantly than the weird, crazy things that I do, I love candy. And this video is all about candy. Do you love candy? Do you love the way that chocolate just melts in your mouth? Or some gummies just really feel gummy? So, what's this video about? Candy. Yes, great, you said that, but why? I was approached by a very strange company. It was a candy company. They wanted me to become an affiliate with them. I was like, I never heard of them. It's not like Hershey's or anything like that, anything big. It was some random candy company that was founded in 2017. I'd never heard of them, and then I was super intimidated because whenever I did the research into this company, because I didn't know who they were and they wanted to affiliate with me, I was like, I gotta know who they are. The founder was, for lack of a better term, a kid. Uh, I'm I'm gonna fact check myself here, but I'm pretty sure the kid was 13, 14 years old. They were 11 years old, inspired to start their company after watching kids on Shark Tank to the shark. Did so yeah, really young kid, and I was like, I don't know. I gotta see, like, is this actually a thing? Or am I just getting bamboozled because that's the thing that happens? And so I looked, and there's articles about this kid and his candy company and teen to watch out for by like People's Magazine or whatever it was. And I was like, I'm intimidated. Half my age, almost a third my age, doing cooler things that I thought, oh, that'd be cool, but I never did it because I was like, oh, I'm too young, I can't do this. And now I'm like, oh, I'm too old and I'm broke as shit, I can't do this. But now, intimidated. So, who is it? Truman Factory. The Truman Factory is who I am now affiliate with. I have a link down in the description. Go check it out. There is a link to the website. You follow that, and I get some cool things. And then if you use King Bullet at checkout, KINGBULLET at checkout, you get 15% off your order, which is great. I also get 15% of your order, which is better. And then, as if to make it even better, I'm pretty sure I need to fact check myself again because I don't want to say it and then it be wrong. But they are. I don't think it says exactly what it is, but a portion of the profits from their candy is donated to Vogel Alcove and Friends of the Children to help kids who go hungry. Help young children. I So not only are you getting money, getting me money, not you. I'm taking the money. You get the candy, I take the money. All right? Calm down. But you're also helping kids who are underprivileged and can't get food, be able to get food and other things. Hello? Intimidated, but impressed. So, link, description. Take it, use it, click it. Now, buy candy. All the candy you could want. King Bullet, checkout. Great. Now, why am I so impressed with this candy? Well, I'm going to tell you. I got it. I obviously had to order myself some, and I had already eaten a candy bar by the time of recording this video because I wanted to know. I was curious, and I was on the phone with my mom, who was like, "Oh, chocolate," and I was like, "Yeah, chocolate." The whole company is based around the entirety of Willy Wonka. So if you've ever seen Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory or Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. It's Willy Wonka. And I was like, ooh, I love Willy Wonka candy. Good. But again, I was skeptical, so I had to go, and I got it. And this is what a candy bar looks like. Okay, this is what it looks like. It looks like the Wonka bars from freaking Willy Wonka. And so there's a couple things that I want to highlight that I'm like, holy crap, because holy crap. Okay, so first, I don't even need to open it. I already have an opened one that I can use. Now, I gotta like put my finger in front of it because you guys ain't stealing it. But on the inside, there's a prize vault. You can enter the code that my finger's covering for a chance of winning cool prizes like iPads, laptops, PlayStation 5s, big things that kids want. Holy crap. And then I was like, okay, well, there's also gummies. So I was like, okay, let's see what the gummies are about. And so we got gummies. Now, what flavors are there? Well, there's milk chocolate and dark chocolate for right now, but as far as the gummies go, there's green apple, peach, cherry and blue raspberry. I don't like raspberry. If you guys know me, you know I don't like raspberry. And cotton candy. But wait, there's more. One that I tried because I was like, oh, I kind of like that flavor. I'm not a huge gummy person myself, but, when Dragon gets... for those of you who don't know, for whatever reason, Dragon is my girlfriend. She'll get, like, gummy bears or something, and I'll be like, oh, I'll take a red gummy bear. Strawberry. Which, obviously, opened, because I tried one. So, what is there to be impressed about with this? Why is this candy actually me being this hyped about it? Let me read you the ingredients. Milk chocolate, which is sugar, cocoa butter, chocolate liquor, whole milk powder, soy lecithin, which is the emulsifier, and vanilla extract. That's it. Impressive. So I had to compare it. Now, what's convenient about the Truman Factory? Well, it delivered straight to my door. I'm showing the backside of it because I don't want my email or my address. I probably should get that. That's a fire hazard. It landed on my power strip, and like that's all I need is for the power strip be like, hey, look, fire! They delivered straight to my front door. For the comparison candy, I had to walk like 3 blocks because Dragon has the car to buy candy. Now, you might be asking yourself, all right, how much did it cost? Well, I bought quite a bit of candy from the Truman Factory. I bought the variety pack for the gummies, which was $20, and I bought a 4-pack of the milk chocolate bars, which was $12. Okay, so I got 5 things of gummies and 4 chocolate bars for roughly around $32. I went up, had to walk my ass up to get candy. I got 1 gummy and 2 chocolate bars for $6. So, slightly more expensive, maybe. But, again, you get a discount code. Make it cheaper. So, we got some gummies. And then I bought 2 different types of candy. I got the good old-fashioned Hershey candy bar, which is what it would probably be the closest to. And then a Dove milk chocolate bar, which is silky smooth. So, let's read off the ingredients again for the Truman bar, shall we? And just a real quick reminder, milk chocolate, which is sugar, cocoa butter, chocolate liquor, whole milk powder, soy lecithin, which is the emulsifier, and vanilla extract. In the Hershey bar, what do we have? Now I'm going to lift this obnoxious thing in the middle to be able to even read it. Milk chocolate, which is sugar, milk chocolate, cocoa butter, milk fat, and lecithin, which is soy. No chocolate liquor. PGPR, no idea what that is. Natural flavor. What's the natural flavor? We don't know, but it's in there. So, that's the Hershey bar. The Dove milk chocolate bar. We got milk chocolate, sugar, cocoa butter, skim milk, chocolate milk fat, lactose, soy lecithin, artificial flavor. What artificial flavor? I don't know. So, already just off the ingredients, I'm pulling towards the Truman bar. Why? Because I can say I know what's in this. There's no artificial flavor. There's no natural flavor. There's no PGPR or whatever it is. It's all stuff that I know what it is and how to say it and what's in here. So, wrapper comes off. Nice little packaging. When you open it, the nice little chocolate bar on the side, and then you just snap off a piece, and it's in nice little squares, reminiscent of Hershey's. Now, so this might seem very weird. We'll get to it. I'm going to open up the Hershey bar. I'm not going to eat all of the chocolate. I'm not that crazy. I already had one, and surprisingly, it filled me up. Does not open up as nicely. Look at that. Now I got a corner, and I got to, like, rip open the rest. And it's messy, like, it doesn't sit well. So I'm just going to break off the corner of this piece. Okay, we're just eating one piece of each. And then I'm going to put it on the side, and then I'm going to return to this later whenever I'm done with my League Clash tournament that I have. Again, doesn't open very nice. A corner, again, maybe. Smaller piece. So, size comparison. Let's do a size comparison. Dove, milk chocolate. Hershey, milk chocolate. Truman, milk chocolate. Now, this is something that is very important to me. It might seem like a non-factor for other people. So, let me just, because this will start the process. The sizes for all three pieces of chocolate. Obviously, Truman, Hershey, Dove. Now, Truman is the biggest. It has the most surface area, and I'm leaving them on my hand like this on purpose because I am anemic. My hands are always hot and they're always sweaty. I literally never can hold chocolate. Anytime I ever eat any kind of chocolate, I have to hold it while it's in the wrapper. Or if I eat it, I have to eat the whole part immediately. Otherwise, it starts melting in my hands almost immediately. So, left it in my hand for however long, couple minutes. Let's compare. It's a little harder to see, but Hershey got quite a bit. There's a little bit there from the Dove. Nothing from the Truman. Now, let's do it again, one at a time. Dove, we're going to leave it for a couple seconds. So, the reason why this is important to me is because I'm actually able to hold the chocolate. All right, so held it there for 30 seconds to a minute. Little browning, not too bad, but it's sticky. Very sticky. Time for the Hershey. dry my fingers so that it is the same, clean them off. Yes, I'm using my shirt. Don't judge me. I didn't have a napkin ready. Hershey. Hershey, if you guys remember from the palm test, was the most visible. It's already starting to bend. Look at this. It's bending in my fingers. Roughly the same amount of time. Look at that. Just a couple seconds. I see people all the time hold their candy exactly like that and just hold it and eat it, and they're fine. Now, you can't waste candy, even if it's melted chocolate. So, not impressed. What I always get and how it always goes. My normal life. Now, we're going to do the same thing with the Truman chocolate bar. Once again, dry fingers, no other candy substance on my fingers, just holding it. All right. Nothing. Literally nothing on my fingers. There's nothing for me to lick off. That's big. That's freaking huge. So, then the important part of the chocolate. What's it taste like? Well, everybody knows Hershey. Look at that. Already starting to get Hershey on me. Just from touching it. It's a Hershey bar. Everybody's like, this is the standard chocolate for a Hershey bar. It's got that sweet flavor. It melts, obviously. Very good. You know, it makes me want to eat a s'more. Then you got the Dove, silky smooth milk chocolate. About the same. Hold on. Let me get the receipt. Never mind. I won't get the receipt because I forgot to get it off the cashier whenever I bought this chocolate. But it was small, for starters, and it tasted almost the exact same as the Hershey's. Maybe had a little bit more of like a smoothness, and it didn't melt as much. But it was pretty much the exact same as the Hershey's. There was not very much variation whatsoever. Now, the Truman chocolate bar. And this is what surprised me because I was on a video call with my mom because she wanted to know what this was all about because she is also an avid candy lover. Still nothing. And so it doesn't melt in the mouth nearly as much as the others. Like it starts to melt, but it's more of a chew over a melt, which sounds weird. Like a lot of people love the melt in the mouth kind of chocolate, but as I said at the start of this video, I'm not going to eat all of this chocolate right now, at least. I had one Truman bar, and that was the only thing that I've eaten today, and I was full. Keeping in mind, it's 20 after 5 in the evening for me right now. I was full. Whenever I go to eat it, you get a blast of like the chocolate liquor taste, which if you don't know what the chocolate liquor taste is, it's almost like a dark chocolate. Like imagine if you get a hint of like the dark chocolate kind of flavor where it's like it's got a little bit of a bitter like pinch to it almost, and then it's just overrun with the milk chocolate and the flavoring of the milk chocolate. So it actually tastes like real chocolate. The best way that I can describe this and take this as a huge compliment, Truman Factory, if you were watching this, I went over to silence phone. I went over to Europe and I went to a German candy shop while I was in Europe. And these people made their own chocolate from scratch. Like they had cocoa beans and they had all of that stuff. The really cheap chocolate, it was worse than the Hershey's and the Dove chocolate that I had, right? Get out of the bag, nut job. The cat's just in the bag from the store. So it like there's definitely tiers, and if you've ever gone over and had like really good or really bad chocolate in Europe, you'll know what I'm talking about. And this was like the low tier chocolate. And I was curious about it and I had bought the cheap chocolate. And the people were even like, this is the very cheap chocolate. It's not what we recommend. We more recommend this. It's more on par with like Hershey's and stuff like that. I was like, no, I want to taste your worst and I want to taste your best. And their worst was like, imagine getting dark chocolate, but there was like no extra flavoring besides just a pure cocoa powder and stuff like that. Like it was not good at all. I hated it. What is this? Why? Okay, cool. Then I went with their best because I wanted to know how good it their best could be. And this shop was so well known because they actually had like the chocolate making process in the front window. They had a counter around it inside, but like they had the chocolate being turned and mixed and everything else, whatever it is, in the front window. And that's what they were selling. Like they would pour it into their little thing so that it would be in a perfect shape for whenever they put it in the wrapper and stuff like that. But like it was good. It was top notch chocolate. It tasted amazing. Now, I'm not saying Truman Factory chocolate is as high as that like pure actual true chocolate that I had there because like that was if I could have that again, oh my god, I would die because it had the melt in mouth features of the Hershey bars, but it was the rich, creamy, gorgeous taste that everybody wants in a chocolate bar and almost nobody gets. Truman, I would say, is maybe like two levels below that. Whereas, like, your average Hershey bar or Dove milk chocolate bar is probably about 4 or 5 levels above it or below it, right? So you got super high end, super crazy good chocolate. Couple levels down, you got Truman, and then a couple levels down, you got like your Hershey's. I'd probably say the Dove because it melted less and did have that rich flavor I was looking for. And then right below Dove is the Hershey's, right? So it's a good distance above Hershey's and Dove. And like I said, the best part about it is I'm full when I eat it. So the number one issue that I always see is people eat a chocolate bar and then they go for another chocolate bar. There's a part of it where it's like, oh, that was good. I want to go again. I want another. But there's another where it's like, that didn't fill me up at all. This fills you up. Like, it legitimately fills you up. And looking at the variation in sizes here, so you have, actually, we'll just use a full bar. This is all one full bar. One full bar. So Hershey's about about the same, a little bit bigger, keeping in mind, Hershey's is more well known, but about the same size as Hershey's all around. And then you got the Dove milk chocolate, which is slightly taller. I would hesitate to say taller. That's about the size right there. So maybe like a little bit taller, but this is the big kicker. Truman chocolate is almost like a quarter inch or to an inch wider. So it's not quite Hershey size, but also not quite or it's bigger than other chocolate bars out there. And it's more filling. You eat it and you feel content with the fact that you just ate a really good chocolate bar, you know? So, that's chocolate. We still got one more. We got gummies. So, just regular Haribo gold gummy bears. My girlfriend's gonna love this because she's gonna have gummies galore that she's not gonna know what to do with. So, to keep the comparisons as close as possible, I'm gonna do, I don't know what is even the flavors. I don't even know. Oh, is this raspberry? Ooh, I'm glad I looked. Okay, so strawberry, I want green. Why is raspberry red? Okay, so yeah, orange, lemon, pineapple, raspberry, and strawberry. So I got a strawberry here. I'm gonna grab my strawberry here. Let's read the ingredients for the gummy bears. The Haribo gummy bears. Glucose syrup from wheat or corn, sugar, gelatin, dextrose from wheat or corn, contains less than 2% of citric acid, artificial and natural flavors, sunflower oil, white beeswax, yellow beeswax, yellow 5, red 40, blue 1. Truman Factory. Ingredients: sugar, glucose, water, gelatin, citric acid, pectin, sodium citrate, artificial natural flavors, red 40. That's a whole hell of a lot less as far as ingredients go. Now, I know this is for all the different flavors and stuff like that, but wheat or corn, this is just glucose, like flat out glucose. Sugar gelatin, this is just regular gelatin. Oh, sorry, glucose syrup is the main ingredient, whereas the main ingredient in this is sugar, but you'll see why here in a second when I pull one out. But the beeswax, the sunflower oil, citric acid, I mean, there's a lot more stuff that I feel is unnecessary in this. But gummy bear. I should have kept it out because I wanted to show you the size difference. I'll just grab a random one for the size difference. So, the reason why I don't like gummy bears, or gummy things in general usually, it's so hard to chew them. I've been chewing all this time, and I still got a gummy bear in my mouth. It's not even a gummy flat bear, it's still just the gummy bear shape. And then when you go to swallow it, because you can't chew it well, it feels very big in your throat. So now, we're going to go over this. It's supposed to be like a gear. Is a Truman Factory gear gummy. Now, the reason why the main thing is main ingredient is sugar is you can see the sugar sprinkled around it. Here's a difference in size. Just for reference. A pretty big difference. But with this, when I'm chewing it, I can chew it. Whereas right about now, I was like, oh my god, it's still the same shape as the gummy bear. Swallowed. Half the time to get it into a point where I could actually swallow it. And it wasn't like oh, I'm gonna get stuck for a second, be big in your throat, and then swallow. It was just swallowed. I'm freaking impressed. And then, as if that wasn't sweet enough for you, this was inside of the gummy bears. So, even with the gummy bears, you get a golden ticket, which allows you to be able to get golden ticket things like the PlayStation 5. I ain't getting none of that with this. I tell you that much, Haribo, and you just give me sadness. Sadness. PlayStation 5. Sadness. New laptop. I'm just saying. But as if to make it even better, in my packaging thing, so this might seem like such a small thing. Again, I'm not going to show it because it has like my personal information and stuff like that. But this came with it. It was in my packaging, and I was like, what is this? Why is this a thing? It's the shipping label. They printed out my order number and what was being shipped to me so that whenever I opened the package, this was in it telling me what my order consisted of and what's in there. Impressive. But also, and I don't even know why, I think it's just because I got the variety pack, I got a little gummy bracelet. And it says name a better duo. I'm assuming this is for the cherry raspberry thing. I'm impressed. Whenever I first started talking to Truman Factory, I was like, I don't know if it's something that I'm gonna do. I am now incredibly sold and impressed with Truman candy in general. So, thank you guys so much for coming in, hanging out. I hope I helped in regards to what kind of candy you can expect if you use my link down in the description below and King Bullet at checkout to get your candy with 15% off your entire order. Because I love this. And there might be, if I remember to record it, which I probably won't because Clash Tournament, and I'm going to be thinking about that, especially afterwards. But there might be a little extra at the end here it'll just cut over to the extra. I'm going to leave these candy bars out. All three. Right? And you might be asking yourself, why? Well, each one is going to be in a warmer room. And when I say warmer, you can see my supposed to be window fan over there blowing air on me. I also need this thing right here, which is a mini AC that I put water and ice cubes in, and then it blows cool air on me because I literally sit here drenched in sweat. I'm going to see if any of them start melting, start getting a little bit more slick or sticky. And we'll compare that. It's a very non-factor thing. It's something that not a lot of people would even think about because they're not going to have it happen. But I'm curious. So, if that is there, then great. You'll see it. If not, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Make sure you use my my link in my code at to get all of your candy that you could ever want. And I will see all of you guys next time. Bye, guys!